Okay, so the first thing we want to do is find top dead center. And let me just show you, and then I'll have you guys do it. So I want to find top dead center on this cylinder. So we've got both ignition harnesses off the Magneto. Of course, the right Magneto is removed from the engine now. And so when I rotate this engine, it cannot start. None of the ignition is hooked up because we disconnected all the leads and took the one Magneto out. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to turn this over with my finger in the cylinder. Until I feel it come up on compression. No more than 2 turns, and it should, because it's, there it is. Hear that? Hear that air going past my finger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I can stick my finger in there, little finger, and I can feel the top of the piston. This is top dead center on that, for that cylinder. Top dead center on a Lycoming engine. There are usually 2 places that's marked. The one place that's marked is right here. There's a line that says TC, and that lines up with the crankcase halves. That's top dead center. That's not the one we typically use. If it doesn't have a starter on it, we use it. But here, if you look, right here's another mark. See, that says TC, top center. That lines up with a mark on the, I can get it from here, maybe. See, there's a mark right here on the starter. See that mark? That hole?
Yep.
Drilled there. When those line up, that is top dead center. Like right there. Stick your head in there and look. Well,
I can see it from this side.
okay.
Okay.
That's top dead center. That hole lines up with that mark.
Yeah.
That's top dead center.
Okay.
All right. So firing position on this engine is 25 degrees before top dead center. You would find that in the type certificate data sheet or on the data plate, which would be located here. This is when the engine doesn't have a data plate. It's just made up of parts and pieces. But it would tell you 25 degrees before top dead center. So firing position, okay, the engine turns this way, before top dead center goes this way, okay? 25 degrees before it gets to top dead center is where it should fire. There's a 25 degree mark here. See that 25 degree mark?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So firing position is with that 25 degree mark lined up with the timing mark on the starter housing. Got it?
Yeah.
Good. Because now it's your turn to find top dead center.
Okay.
Using your finger in the spark plug hole.
Okay.
this line.
There we go. Right here.
Now put it to firing position.
Boom.
Okay. Yep. All right. Cameron, your turn. Go ahead, do it. I'm gonna go find a piece of tape.
This thing is much better than I was just gonna say it's better than the engines at 8
Oh yeah.
because it doesn't like actually do anything.
No,
It's
I hear
kind
you. It's interesting. I kind of wish I knew the little trick on the flywheel assembly. I guess the actual marks. I wish I knew about that.
Yeah, it's there.
Firing position, number 1. No.
A
That's
firing?
just top dead center.
That's top dead center.
Now put it in firing position for number 1, which is 25 degrees before top dead center.
Right there.
That might save my. Okay, 25 degrees before top dead center. That's right on. Okay, next. We got to get the Magneto in the firing position for number 1 cylinder.
Okay, so should we do the compression check since the thing is already off too, or no?
Since the spark plug's out,
Yeah.
well, we'll do that before we.
What I'm
looking
Before
for
we put
right
the
now
spark
is
plug
the
in.
data plate to see which way it rotates.
Oh, this is a left-hand rotation
Oh, okay.
mag.
Thank you.
Good, because does this not have a data plate on it?
That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't see it.
Oh, this one doesn't have a data plate. Look at that. It's a left-hand mag.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So it's from this side, so rotating that way. Okay. I felt it slide in right there. Oh, no, it wants to.
If you're not careful, it hits the distributor arm, gets in the way.
It wants to go. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's in.
Yeah.
I think that's in. I'm gonna take the gasket off for now. Yep, that's in.
It just seemed like it wanted to skip a little bit. That's why I was concerned.
Thank you.
Hold it in front of the camera so they can figure out. If the pin tries to lay down without dropping into a hole, you've hit the distributor finger, and then you pull the pin up and move the distributor finger, and then keep turning until it finally. You don't have to push hard. That dropped in, so that would be the right spot. Okay. Cool. So now this Magneto is set to fire the number 1 tower, the number 1 ignition lead, which goes to the number 1 cylinder, and that cylinder is in firing position because we set it 25 degrees before top dead center.
Right.
So now the Magneto goes on the engine. So a gasket. So a gasket goes on, and then there are these
Grommets.
clamps.
Oh, the clamps.
Yep. There's a clamp that's going to go on to hold it. So anyway, so here it just sticks on. So one of you want to stick it on? So maybe one of you can stick it on and the other one can put the top clamp on, because that's. So
That's not on. You're missing that one. No, actually, that's for this, isn't it?
yes.
It's gonna be a little bit tricky here. Put this one on first.
There we go. Washer, lock washer, nut. And okay, and then let's. I think. Okay, I think that's going to have to be re-indexed because this pin should be coming straight out of the back, and that pin is off to the side. We can't rotate the mag anymore because we hit something. So the mag needs to come back off. It needs to be. This pin needs to be straight up and down, and then the mag needs to go on. And I think you're off one tooth from where it's actually timeable. So the mag comes back off.
Assembly here.
Yeah. So pull the mag out. That pin is vertical. Now stick the mag back on here somewhere in this. You have to turn it back and forth a little bit until the teeth engage and mesh.
It wants to go.
Yeah. Okay, is this in a timeable spot? I think it is. Yep, I think that'll work. Or just, leave it. Yep, leave it there. Okay. That's a time. Now you can stick, probably easier from your side. Put that clamp on it.
Yeah. Make sure you put your washer in here.
Your clamp is upside down. This block is upside down. There you go.
I was looking up that was just like, man, I know something's up, but I can't tell you. Blind attack.
Yeah. There you go. Now the mag will hang there.
Just a watch.
So that goes on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can put those on. The mag will hang there by itself now. Once you get the top clamp in, the mag will stay. Okay, now the timing pin, those both clamps are on. The timing pin, now you can pull the timing pin. Yeah. Now it's done its duty. So you can lay that down there. The timing light gets connected. So the timing light, put the, I don't know, clip the green one, the green lead on the P lead on the Magneto. So when that P lead on the Magneto, on this Magneto, is under there. It is it's right here, that. So that gets clipped there. Yeah, feed that up to where you can lay that on top of the engine. You just feed that around. Take it, lay it on top of the engine. Yep. Okay, black lead, clip it here. And the red lead as well. We would, if we were timing both mags, we would hook the red lead up to the other mag.
Okay.
But we're only hooking it up. We're only checking the right mag. Now, we want to position the Magneto approximately right, the correct spot. So turn the timing light on. And take the Magneto and rotate it back and forth until the timing light comes on. Try the other way. There we go. Rotate the Magneto till the timing light is right, coming on. Somewhere right there. Okay. Take the wrench. The socket, little socket wrench that I have there, the socket with the ratchet, yeah, and just snug down the top bolt, or the top nut on the Magneto so it doesn't move. So just, yeah, just doesn't have to be very tight, but because we're going to have to be adjusting things. So tighten that Magneto, tighten that top clamp down, or just not very tight. Just don't want it to be loose and moving. Now, we're going to have to find out where that Magneto is actually set. So we're going to do this way. I'm going to rotate this prop backward about that far. And then I'm just going to bump it forward. You notice I'm not moving it very much. As soon as the Magneto timing light comes on, makes noise.
That's when you're past the 25.
That's when the point's open. That's when it fires.
Oh. Okay.
Then I'm going to see if it's at 25 or not.
Oh, okay. I see.
It won't be, unless we're just absolutely lucky. It'll be close, but it won't be on. Okay, now we look. Okay, look at it. Is it early or late?
Let's say late.
Well, if it's rotating from this direction, it would have to be before, so not going. This
So
way's
is it-
normal.
is
So if I back it up, it's going to be early. Or is it late?
Well, this is top dead center. That's 25 degrees before top dead center. So it's someplace right in here. So it's firing late. It should be going 25 degrees before top dead center. This would be 0. That's 25, so this would be 24 or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's firing late. Not a whole lot late, but it's pretty close. It's maybe a degree late, but it's not quite lined up. But it is close. Okay, so this Magneto, the Magneto rotates this direction. I need to advance it so that it fires earlier, which means I need to rotate this Magneto opposite the direction of rotation a little bit. Okay, now this is how I'm going to do that. I want hold the camera here. I do what we call bump the Magneto. So a hammer handle or something, a soft face hammer. So I'm going to, well, I'm just gonna bump it. I put my finger between the Magneto and bridging the Magneto and the engine case, so I can feel that I'm moving the Magneto when I bump it. Something soft. Magneto moved. Well, the timing light went off. So now we're going to do this again. No, maybe. What happened? Here we go. So now we're going to bump this again. We needed to advance the timing, so we moved it that way. Yeah, it should be right. So easy to get it back. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Cameron.
You're good.
Check that.
What I saw for a second.
Huh?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. So now the timing looks good. So now I tighten it down and recheck it, and I've set the timing on the engine. So now what I'm going to do here is, I messed it up. Your turn.
Okay.
So it's messed up. Your turn. So what you want to do is, yeah,
Rotate it back just a
set it close.
Okay.
This is already set to top dead center, or to 25 degrees before.
Yes.
So set it close, snug it down.
Okay. Now after snagging this down.
That's okay. Now come back to the prop. You shouldn't be able to move it. Yeah, should be snug enough. So now turn it backward far enough to get the backlash out. Yeah, that's about good. Now pull it back down. Pull it down a ways. Okay,
Then
now start
tapping
pumping.
it.
Now start tapping it. Yep, start tapping it. Okay, now look at the timing. That'll tell you where it's at.
Not perfect.
That's pretty good. Yep, that's good. Yep. So that timing is good. So, yeah, right there. All right, so Cameron, oh, too tight. I'm gonna loosen it up.
Not bad.
No, it's fine. Okay, so let's set, let's see where the timing is set. Oh, okay. Let me move it here. Cameron, start bumping it. Here, yep. Bump the prop. Check the timing.
Now it's off.
Way off.
Yeah.
Early or late?
Early.
No.
No?
This is 0. This is 25.
Okay, so anything past, like going up this way, that would be, early, right?
Well, no. The timing is approximately, I don't know.
Or no, we're trying to go from 25, so that would be, anything here would be early, anything over here would be late.
The other way.
Alright, oh, so
This is
would be-
0. This is not dead center, which would be 0. This is 25. It's timed about here. So it's maybe, this is maybe 18 degrees before top dead center instead of 25 degrees before top dead center.
Right.
So it's firing, it should fire at 25 degrees before top dead center. So it's firing late. It's firing late. So set this to 25 degrees before top dead center. Go ahead and set it. Okay, that's good. So loosen the magneto just a little bit so that you can rotate it by hand. Rotate it by hand until the timing light comes on. It's late, so you have to rotate it against the direction. There you go. So try to get it exactly where the timing light comes on, and then tighten the clamp a little bit. Okay, now take the prop, turn the prop backward. Okay, now turn it forward and pull it close to where it's going to fire. Okay, now start bumping. Okay, now look and see where it's set.
Looks good.
It does look good. Tighten the clamps down.